Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sammasambuddhassa. Now we are reaching Magga Paccayo. Magga Paccayo. Magga is a path, supporting as a path. If we go to somewhere, need a path. The path or road will support us to go to destination. Magga Paccayo is into the Sahajata group. Because of into the Sahajata group, that is into the one mind moment. Into the one mind moment. So, Magga Magga Enga. Magga is a path, Enga is a factors. So path factors. Magga Sampayutta Dhamma. For the Magga associated Dhamma, it means Cetasika and Chetas. First of all, we need to choose a Cheta. If we know Cheta, we can know Cetasika. For example, Samadhi, Panya, we already know. Panya, something associated with Panya is Cheta. If we know Cheta, we can know Cetasika also, like that. So, you find Cheta first. You should find Cheta first. After that, you can know Cetasika. Then Sampayutta cha Rupana, that caused materiality. Magga Paccayo is a condition, as a path condition. So, what is the path factors? 9 Magga factors. Samadhi, Panya, Samma Sankappa, Vitakka. Right view is Panya, right thoughts, or initial application is Vitakka. Samma Vaca, it is the original name. The abstinences. Samma Kammanta, original name. Samma Ajiva, one Cetasika. Samma Vayama, Viriya. Samma Sati, Sati Cetasika. Samma Samadhi, Ekagata Cetasika. The same. It is a good one, Eightfold Noble Path. That path is a good path, good road, to go to good destination and Nibbana. Next one is a Mecha Deity. It is a Deity Cetasika. Mecha Sankappa, Vitakka Cetasika. Vitakka associated with Akusala. Previously, Vitakka associated with Kusala. Mecha Vayama, Viriya, associated with the Akusala mind. Mecha Samadhi, Ekagata, associated with the Akusala. Mecha Deity, Mecha Sankappa, Mecha Vayama, Mecha Samadhi. Those are evil path, bad road, to go to bad destination. So all these are Cetasikas. If we know that, the other effect is easy to know. How to know? According to association. According to association, we can find. So, condition, how many conditions can be together? Magga. Because of Sahajata group, into the Sahajata group, very sure Sahajata, Nesaya, Ati Avigata. These are we call the big Sahajata 4. Later we will group again. Once we decide into the Sahajata group, so Sahajata, Nesaya, Ati Avigata always. Because in the Sahajata, we can find Chataro Khanda Arupino Enya Minya. 4 aggregate each other. Chataro Mahabuddha, Enya Minya, 4 elements each other. Aukandekane nama rupa. In the Paṭṭhāna time, how their virtue and mentalities each other supporting. Cheda Chetasika Dhamma, Cheda Samuthanana Rupana, Mahabuddha Upada Rupana. Those are in the Sahajata also we can find. In the Nesya, in the Ati, in the Avigata, we can find the same things. Because of this Sahajata, Nesya, Ati, Avigata is as a Sahajata. Those are together, always getting. That is what we say. This four is a big Sahajata four. Later we have a paper. So middle median Sahajata is Nyasan Wai. Nya is Inyamenya. Inyamenya. Inyamenya is Nama to Nama. Also Inyamenya. Nama to Nama Inyamenya. Mahabuddha, four elements each other also Inyamenya. In the Paṭṭhāna time, Hariya Vatu Nama. That is also Inyamenya. Sampayutta is a Nama to Nama. Nyasan Wait. Vippayutta is a Nama to Rupa. Rupa to Nama. Vipaka is in the Vipaka mind, not in the Kusala mind. For example, I'm process. Pawenga, Penchadora Vajana, Chakku Vajnana. Chakku Vajnana is a Vipaka mind. In there, we have a Vipaka. Receiving, also Vipaka mind. Investigating, Vipaka mind. Determining is a no Vipaka mind. It is a Kiriya mind. Javana is a no Vipaka mind. Maybe Kusala, Akusala, and Kiriya. Pawenga is a Vipaka mind. In the mind of process, Unodara Vajana no Vipaka mind. Javana no Vipaka mind. Tadaramana Vipaka mind. Pawenga Vipaka mind. So in the near-death moment, death consciousness is a Vipaka mind. Revert linking consciousness is a Vipaka mind. So those are Vipaka mind. In the same way, Phala Samabhati, in the Magga process, attainment process, Phala is a Vipaka mind. Phala in the Phala absorption, seeing Nibbana, that is also Vipaka mind. So in the Vipaka moment, Vipaka Paccayo will have. If we recite Vipaka Bali, Vipaka Chattaro Khanda, Arupino, Vipaka Chattaro Khanda, Arupino, Inyamenya, Tan Samutthana Nancha Rupana, Vipaka Paccayo Paccayo. So, Vipaka Chattaro Khanda, Arupino, Inyamenya only, no? Inyamenya, no Rupa. So Vipaka moment will have a Vipaka Paccayo. So first of all, once you decide Sahajata, Nesya Ati Avigata, Sahajata Nesya Ati Avigata, very sure, no need to check. After that, we usually check Nya, San, Wai, Vi. Inyamenya, Sampayutta, Vippayutta, Vipaka. After that, we will check Heti Kaha Imeja, like that. Heti Kaha Imeja. He is a Hetu, Adipati, Kama, Ahara. Ain is Indriya. Ma is Magga. Ja is Jhana. No. So here Magga sure. Hetu Paccayo. Hetu Paccayo, what is the same? Hetu is Loba Dosa Moha. You no have. But Aloba Adosa Amoha. Amoha have. Amoha is a Panya. So Hetu and Magga, what is it the same? Amoha is the same. If a Samadhi is goes, Hetu will include. If not Samadhi, the other, if so, Hetu may not include. So have to check. Hey, Adhipati Paccayo. Adhipati, as you know, 4 kinds of Adhipati. Chanda Adhipati, Viriya Adhipati, Chaita Adhipati, Vimansa Adhipati. Chanda in the Magga factor, no have. Viriya have. If a Viriya is a cause, Adhipati will include. Chaita is a Chanda Adhipati, Viriya Adhipati, Chaita, Vimansa. Vimansa is a Panya. If a Panya is a cause, Adhipati may include. But Adhipati is not always. Adhipati is when it is very strong. Like that. So, also Adhipati rule is, I may repeat, only in the Javana. 2 root and 3 root Javana only. 2 root and 3 root Javana only. Not every Chaita or every Chanda, Viriya, Chaita, Vimansa. In the 2 root and 3 root Javana. So, like that. Hedika, Kaya is a Chirana. Chirana here no have in the Magga factor. So, Kama and Magga will not join. Hedika, Ha, Ahara. Ahara is a Phassa, Chirana, Chaita. So, Phassa here no have, Chirana, Chaita no have. If so, Ahara and Magga may not join together. Hedika, Ha, A Majja. A is Indariya. Indariya is Jivita Indariya. Here no have. Manindariya and Chaita no have. After that, Satta Indariya no have. Viriya Indariya have. Viriya Indariya. So if it is Viriya is a cause, Indariya will come, will join. Viriya Indariya, Satta Indariya, Viriya Indariya, Satta Indariya, Sati have. Samadhi Indariya, Samadhi also have. Panya Indariya, Panya also have. Like that. Because of this, so that is Indariya. Jhana. Jhana is Vitaka, Vichara, Piti. Vitaka have. Vichara no have. Piti no have. And the feeling no have here. Adhika Imajja. Okay. That is the way to check. So, we will see the result for the 70 Sahetuka Chaita. Sahetuka only. 52 Chetasika. Sahetuka Chaita Rupa. Sahetuka Patisandi Kamacha Rupa. Only not include Ahetuka. So, there is some Chetasika in the Ahetuka. For example, Vitaka. Another one is Ekagata. But Ahetuka nature is cannot be Magga. Cannot be as a path. That is what we have learned in the 7th section. So, some Magga factors in the Ahetuka mind, non-rooted mind. Non-rooted mind is 18. So, some Magga factors in the non-rooted mind, 18, cannot perform as a Magga. As a Magga. So, because of this, is Sahetuka only. So, not include Ahetuka. So, that is what we have learned in the 7th section. That is some exception. So, Magga Paccayo is supporting as a path. So, next one is details. Details are how many Paccayo and which cause, which effect, how many Paccayo can get. Mainly, it is working according to how many Paccayo. So, at least one they start. The most or less, or at least one they. Like number 1, Magga Sahajata Nesya Ati-Auk. Only 5 Paccayo will be together. So if so, factors are 9 factors. All 9 factors can get to 5. So next, number 2. Causes and 9 factors. Effect is for Sampayutta Sampayutta Khanda, association Khanda, Sampayutta Cetaca Rupa, Sampayutta Paṭṭhāna Rupa. Note, here also 4 avibhaga, 5 savibhaga. Means if resultant moment, savibhaga, that is a savibhaga, together with the vibhaga. If no resultant mind, like a jhana, if so, avibhaga, 4 avibhaga can be. So, savibhaga can be 4, avibhaga can be avibhaga 4, savibhaga 5. That is previously we have mentioned how to be 4, how to be 5. For example, those factors just supporting Cetaca Rupa, Paṭṭhāna Rupa. If so, Vippayutta will include. If 9 factors just supporting Sampayutta Sampayutta Khanda, Nama to Nama. If so, Sampayutta will include. Like that. So in this way, can be 4, can be 5. If you see back a previous one, you can do how to be 4, how to be 5. Number 2, Magga Sajata Nesaya Indariya Ati Avigata. So Indariya is different. Because of this, you see factors. Viriya, Sati. Viriya is a Viriya Indariya. Sati, Sati Indariya. Ekakata, Samadhi Indariya. Panya, Panya Indariya. Because of the same as Indariya. Those are Indariyas. Because of this, Indariya include. So here also 4 avibhaga, 5 savibhaga. If it is in the vibhaga moment, like Chakkuviññāna, Samadhi-chana, Santirana, if so, savibhaga. If avibhaga moment, like 5 order Vardhan consciousness, determining consciousness, jhana moment, it is avibhaga. So next one, number 3, Magga Sajata Nesaya Jhana Ati Avigata. Jhana. Jhana, you see, factors are only 2, Vitakka and Ekakata. That is the jhana factors. There are also 4 avibhaga, 5 avibhaga. Can be 9 situation. Number 4, we may see Paccayo first. Magga Sajata Nesaya. Indariya jhana, 2 together. Indariya jhana. Which factor? Ekakata. Ekakata is a Samadhi Indariya. Ekakata jhaninga. So here also 4 avibhaga, 5 savibhaga. Number 4, after that. After number 5, Viriya-adhipati is we may see Magga adhipati. Adhipati included. Adhipati also need to bold. Need to have a line. Adhipati. Adhipati and Indariya, 2 together. So which factor? Viriya-adhipati. Not writing just a Viriya. Viriya-adhipati. Means not every Viriya adhipati. Must be Viriya, must be adhipati. That means Viriya very strongly arising. Just a Viriya, not so strong. If so, Indariya only may not get adhipati. May not get adhipati. So here also in the further adhipati not include Paṭṭhāna Kamaccarupa. Because in the Paṭṭhāna time cannot be adhipati. Cannot be adhipati. Because of this, only Sampayutta Cetaca Rupa, not Paṭṭhāna Kamaccarupa. Number 6. We will see Paccayo Sati, Magga Hetu, Magga Hetu Sajata Nesaya, Indariya, Hetu Indariya together. What? Amoha, Panya. Amoha is a non-delusion. Non-delusion and Panya together. So, Amo Hetu, Panyaindariya. Number 7. Hetu, Adipati, Indariya, all together. 3 together. So, Vimansa Adipati. Vimansa Adipati is a Panya. But why you don't write a Panya? Because Adipati must be Adipati. Strong one. So, result also, you see, for the Sampayutta Khanda, Sayaduka Chetija Rupa only, but nobody Sandika Majarupa. Why? In the Bodhisattva time, cannot be Adipati. Note, Magga factors in Ahetuka Cheta cannot be Magga Paccayo because of no Hetu. That is the commentary's reason. So, Magga Paccayo is finished. Very happy. So how Shujin Sayadaw said about the Magga Paccayo? So Shujin Sayadaw said, because of Akusala Magga, evil path, going according to evil road, so happening Akusala mind cannot go beyond this bank or this shore. By go road, happening Kusala mind can go farther shore of samsara. Because of this, someone wishes to go farther shore of the samsara, removing an akusala road, develop kusala path, kusala road. So in this way, the Buddha want to encourage. So anati means avoid the akusala road, go to kusala road. That is anati. So Magga Paccayo, after that Sampayutta Paccayo. Sampayutta is association. So it is also into the Sahajata group. So in the Paccayo it is Pali is Chadaro, Khanda, Arupino. Chadaro is 4, Khanda is aggregate. Arupino is mentality. 4 mental aggregates. That means the Chaita Chetasika. Menya for each other. So it is in Sahajata group within one mind moment. In every mind moment can get Sampayutta. So not include Rupa. Chetija Rupa, Bodhisattva Rupa, no hell. So so mental 4 aggregate. Number 1 is a cause. If so, 3 aggregates is an effect. If 3 aggregate is a cause, 1 is an effect. If 2 aggregate is a cause, the other 2s are effect. So because of this 1, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, like that. That is the dividing according to 4 aggregate. So 1 aggregate is a cause, 3 aggregate effect. 3 aggregate cause, 1 aggregate effect. 2 aggregate cause, 2 aggregate effect. So in Bali, ego khando, dainana khandana, dayo khanda, dayo khanda, maybe ekasa khandasa, dvai khanda, dvaina khandana. In this way they recite. So If all bhavati patisandhi for namakanda for each other, that is another way. So Sampayutta means support as a association. So similarly, Sampayutta is like a Chitumadu. Chitumadu is very mixing, very associating, cannot differentiate. So within the mind moment, there are mental factors: Chaita, consciousness, phasa, contact, vedana, feeling, sanya, perception, cetana, volition. Those are very mixing. The same object, the same base, rising in together, perishing in together. So because of this, like Chitumadu, taste also very similar. Also because of, if you do Chitumadu, you may not have to stir a lot. Stir, later very mixing. Wine not separately, wine, honey, ghee, jaggery all together. Cannot, very mixing. So as a color, as a taste, cannot differentiate. In the same way, nama to nama, they are very mixing, so cannot differentiate. Only the Buddha can do what factors inside. For the disciples, based on Buddha's teaching, we have to find out. We may be able to find out one by one. So without learning Buddha's teaching, it is impossible to differentiate those factors. Only Buddha and Vajjika Buddha can do without a teacher. The other people without teacher cannot do. So, if all patisandhi, all bodhi patisandhi for namakanda for each other. Bodhi patisandhi means in the first mind moment of life. Bodhi means the later part, the whole life. So, Sampayutta, Sahajata, Enya, Minya, Nesaya, Ati, Awikata. Sahajata, Nesaya, Ati, Awikata, always. Sampayutta is here, maintenance. Enya, Minya is wider than Sampayutta. Enya, Minya is Nama to Nama, Mahabuddha to Mahabuddha. Hariya, what to do? Mentality in the Patisani time. So that is the Enya Minya. Because of this, Enya Minya is wider. And Sampayutta is narrow. If there is a Sampayutta, surely Enya Minya. So if all Vipaka, Bhavati Patisandhi, Namakanda for each other, if so, Vipaka coming. Vipaka come. Because of Vipaka mind moment, like a Patisandhi mind moment, Bhavanga mind moment, and death mind moment, unconsciousness, receiving, investigating, phala absorption, phala mind moment, and Dhāramana time. Dhāramana also Vipaka. Sandirana 3, Vipaka 8. So those are Vipaka mind moment. So in the Vipaka mind moment, Vipaka Paccayo include. In the other mind moment, like a five door or mind door, determining Javana, Magga, Jhana, those are mind moments, no Vipaka. So Sampayutta Paccayo also finished. So about the Sampayutta Paccayo, how Shwejen Sayadaw said. So Lokiya Namakanda, Lokiya, mundane mental aggregate. Mundane mental aggregates are like four thieves, because a mental aggregate is four, like four thieves. Who destroy the city and village, associating together. Four thieves associating together, destroy city and villages. In the same way, so mundane aggregates are associating together, causing sankhara dukkha, formation dukkha, rising and perishing. Viparinama dukkha. Viparinama dukkha is changing in suffering. Presently, it is happy, but we afraid. We have to worry for the changing nature. Now we are okay. Health is also good. Maybe economy also good. So appearance also not so bad. So, but that will not last. We have to worry a little bit. Future will not be like this. Not always will be like this. So such a suffering is presently happy, good situation because of the nature of changing. It is a viparinama dukkha. So sankhara dukkha is arising and perishing. Viparinama dukkha is presently happy mind, but because of changing nature. So later we're not happy like that. Next one is dukkha dukkha. Dukkha dukkha is really suffering 2 times. So if 2 times saying rupa rupa, real rupa, dukkha dukkha, really suffering. So saying in 2 times. So mundane 4 aggregates are like 4 thieves associating together. They are trying to destroy cities, villages, causing sufferings. In the same way, those mundane aggregates are causing sankhara dukkha, viparinama dukkha, dukkha dukkha. So because of this, all kusala, akusala, and vipaka kiriya, which is mundane, those can cause suffering. 4 mental aggregates associating together, like 4 thieves associating together, cause sufferings. Because of this, about the mundane aggregate, need to reflect as a nature, impermanence, dukkha as a suffering, anatta, non-self. So need to reflect again and again about those mental aggregates. If so, we get supramundane namakanda, supramundane mental aggregate, which can be free from suffering. So about the Sampayutta khanda, if a mundane Sampayutta khanda arises within us, need to do nature dukkha anatta as a reflection. If so, we have a supramundane namakanda. Means trying to get supramundane namakanda. It is only good. So you should have a supramundane chittumatu. Mundane chittumatu is may cause dukkha dukkha or viparinama dukkha. Because such a meaning to take is we have one of a rule how to read Tipitaka. What is like principles? What is a rule? Some way to take Pitaka, not just a saying. So whatever we see, Sutta need to see what is the goodness about the life. For example, we have chance to see good things, to listen good sound. There's a good things, good point. Also need to see, because of this. Sometimes the Buddha teach, or the world realms such and such beautiful, or such and such rich, mentioned. It is a good point. Some people may interest. So if interested, they may do wholesomeness. That is their benefit. So also need to see weak point. We say adinawa. Adinawa is seeing fault about the teaching, about the life. So even in human Deva life, Brahma life, we have aging, sickness, death. Although we are okay, sometimes after a long time we'll come back again, we'll suffer in a woeful state. So it is a weak point. So if someone understands in this way, they may not want to get even human, Deva and Brahma life. If so, they may try to get liberation. So some people interest human life to be rich, healthy. The Buddha's teaching can give how to go the Buddha teach. But if you try to understand the weak point, may want to be free from that. Because we all have been in those world. Now also we are human life, quite okay. Sleeping or eating like that. But we have to worry after past away where we were born. Something. So not so stable. So it is a weak point. So after that next sarana, where is free from that? So it is a nibbana. So also have to find out the cause to be free from. So it is a Eightfold Noble Path. Eightfold Noble Path is a right view, right thought, those things. So what is the encouragement of the Buddha? So encouragement have to find out. So this Charo is that is encouragement. Just the Sampayutta Paccayo is teaching Nama to Nama support. That only. So by learning in that, what we need to do, that is you may need to know the whole Pitaka's situation. To know that. So he said like worldly mental factors are not so precious. Kusala arise, go realm vipaka, akusala arise, parallel vipaka. Those are all suffering like that. So mostly view is a suffering view. Yeah, because if so, that view is a right view to go to liberation. So in this way they do. If so, all teachings are going into the Four Noble Truth, going into the practicing. So have some saying, there are no Dhamma talk, which is free from meditation, which is free from Four Noble Truth. All teachings are go into the Four Noble Truth. If we take normally, not using in this way, may not be Four Noble Truth. So why not have such a right view, like impermanence, suffering, like that? So for those who see according to Pitaka rule, so all teachings go into the Four Noble Truth. So in the Buddha time, even in Dana, now we will see so that you do this donation, you will reborn human and Devara, only that. So, but in the Buddha time, if the Buddha will see situation of basa, this basa may have attainment. If so, may continue. Although reborn human and Deva life, those are not free from aging or sickness, death. So this thought is like a Vipassana teaching. Vipassana teaching. So need to do as an impermanence. So it is a changing to go to Four Noble Truth. So yeah, that is the Buddha may know this person. Some persons cannot reach until Nibbana. That their idea is to go to good destination, only their interest. If so, the Buddha may teach just that. But some are possible to send to Brahma realm. Some are possible to send to until Nibbana. So in this way, Myanmar also usually, if they teach Dhamma, finally may say although go life. So that is one of taking meaning, the way to take a meaning about the Pitaka, about the Pitaka. So even you may heard before about the saying Direchana Kata, opposite of Magga Nibbana. Speaking opposite of Magga Nibbana. If we speak about the king, for example, which king are very powerful or very beautiful, many army or like that. Now it also may say Americans are a lot of powerful, or which countries are soldiers are very good. So that is not beneficial for the meditation, opposite of meditation. So should not say Rajakatha or some minister saying about the ministers, which ministers are how, like that. So those are opposite of Magga and Phala speaking. But in the commentary say, but after saying like that, although it is powerful, finally have to pass away. If so, that is that attitude is that saying is going into the practicing. So ending practicing ways. So means have some knowledge, like thinking as a fault. So if so, go into the meditation speech. Speech, but according to meditation. So just saying powerful or beautiful or wealthy, those are in the world, still in the worldly life. Once you say, so they have illness, sickness, something like this. Just saying, it is a kind of view. So, yeah, because of this, some bandits understand. After saying this and that, finally they make end in this way. So, yeah, according to that rule, Sayadaw writes in this way. So, Lokiya Namakana is can cause sufferance, trying to get Lokuttara Namakanda. Next one is Vippayutta Paccayo. Vippayutta Paccayoti. Rupino Dhamma, material Dhamma. Arupina Dhammana, for the mental Dhamma. Or material Dhamma support for the mental Dhamma. That is a material to mental. Rupa to Nama. Rupa to Nama can support. Rupa can support Nama, but not mixing because of different nature. Like a 6 taste. Vippayutta, similarly, Vippayutta Visya is a 6 taste. You may put salt, sweet, sour, hot into the one curry. Quite mixing, but not like a Chidumudu. Still can differentiate. Still need salt or not, you can test. So it is a Vippayutta nature. Vippayutta also mixing, but not so like a Siddhumadu, Sampayutta. Still can differentiate, like a 6 taste. It is a Vippayutta Paccayo. So Rupa, what Rupa? How many Rupa? 6 base. 6 bases. Only 6 bases. Means eye sensitivity, ear sensitivity, nose sensitivity, tongue sensitivity, body sensitivity. Body sensitivity is the whole. Even into the eye, have a body sensitivity. If you press your eye, you will pain. It is a body sensitivity. By seeing color, if you are eye pain, maybe that is the eye sensitivity. It's something impinged by color. So impinged by touching is a body sensitivity. So body sensitivity is the whole body, everywhere. If not so dry, no have a disease which can break its sensitivity. So heart base. Heart base is into the heart, the place of mind. So this 6 base support mentality. How many? 7 Vijnana Dhatu. 7 Vijnana Dhatu is a Chakku Vijnana Dhatu, eye consciousness. Eye consciousness arises based on eye bases. Eye base. When you see something like a fight or budding, eye consciousness. Eye consciousness we say Chakku Vijnana Dhatu. In the same way, when we listen to something, ear consciousness, performing hearing function. So based on ear base. In the same way, smelling consciousness, nose consciousness, performing smelling function arises on the nose base. In the same way, when you are eating, tongue consciousness will arise on the tongue sensitivity. If someone touching, if we notice a ground non-sitting, we can feel touching. So that is a body consciousness. Body consciousness, it can arise everywhere. So wherever you touch. So into the brain, only this body consciousness is possible to arise. So someone touch brain, when no. That is a body consciousness. Based on body sensitivity. So the other mind, except eye consciousness, eye chakku viññāna dhātu, sota viññāna dhātu, kana viññāna dhātu, chengo viññāna dhātu, kaya viññāna dhātu. The other two dhātu, mano dhātu and mano viññāna dhātu. Mano dhātu is only three. Only three. What is it that? Five departing consciousness 1, receiving consciousness 2. This is 3 called mano dhātu. 3 only. So eye consciousness 2, ear consciousness 2, in this way, 10. Mano dhātu is 3, 13. Except 13. The others are mano viññāna dhātu. Mano viññāna dhātu. So mano dhātu and mano viññāna dhātu, two elements arise into the heart base. Heart base. So when saying except for arupa vibhāga, because the four arupa vibhāga is arising in the arupa realm as a bhavinga, so they don't have a base. They don't have a heart base. Because of this, that cannot include. So 6 base surely support consciousness, which is arising on it. So that is as a Vippayutta. Vippayutta is 2 kinds. Number 1 is a Sahajata Vippayutta, arising in together. It is usually Paṭṭhāna time. Paṭṭhāna time is arising in together. Because of Paṭṭhāna time, heart base consciousness arising in together. But now, so eye base arises before, eye consciousness are coming later. Because eye base is arising together with the Dita Bhavinga. Like that Bhavinga, 5 departing eye consciousness. Bhavinga is about 3 times actually. Dita Bhavinga, Bhavinga Chalana, Bhavingo Picheta. Anyway, I write just a Bhavinga. So eye object. Okay. So objects eye sensitivity arise together with Dita Bhavinga. Eye consciousness you see as a E. Eye consciousness are later. So because of this, eye sensitivity supports eye consciousness. So eye sensitivity is arising fast. Eye consciousness is arising later. Because of this, supporting as a Purejata Paccayo. Purejata Paccayo. So Sahajata is only Paṭṭhāna time. Because of beginning, heart base, mentality arising together. Because of this, it is a Sahajata. So after that, eye sensitivity arises fast. Eye consciousness arises later. Purejata Paccayo. In the eye consciousness time, eye base may arise, but it is not base of eye consciousness. So base of eye consciousness is eye base arising earlier time. Earlier time. So especially in the Dita Bhavinga. So have different ideas. Most of common idea, everybody agree, is in the Dita Bhavinga time. So 5 departing in time. How about 5 departing in time? Possible. Possible, but it is Some bhikkhu agree, some bhikkhu not agree. Like that, we may not teach in the beginning stage. Later you may, because of many things to note, much idea is not so good. So main idea first. Because of this, Vippayutta is some go into the Sahajata group. Some go into the Purejata group. So what to Purejata or Purejata group. So later have a detail. Rupa to Nama. Rupa to Nama is if it is a Sahajata Vippayutta. Now first of all, we will say Sahajata Vippayutta. Haryavatu, rising in together with Panchavokara Patisandi. But it's not just Patisandi, Panchavokara. 5 aggregate realm. 5 aggregate realm is a 4 woeful state, 1 human, 6 deva, 15 Brahma. They have a mentality, they have a rupa. Because of this, they have a 5 aggregates. One of a rupa, asanya satta, non-perception being. That is only rupa only, no mentality. Only 1 aggregate. That realm we call ekavokara. 1 aggregate realm. So 1 aggregate realm and totally no mentality. Because of this, not included here. In the same way, another 4 arupa, no material realm. They only have a mentality, no materiality. So cannot have a rupa. So here is a rupa to nama. So because of this, just a panchavokara. That means 4 full state, 1 human, 6 deva, 15 Brahma, out of 20 Brahmas. So that is so cause is mainly Hataya Vatu, heart base. Panchavokara Patisandi Namakanda. Namakanda is a mental aggregate. Patisandi time only. Because Patisandi time only will arise together. After that is the heart base. So heart base is normally now, for example, eye consciousness, after the receiving consciousness, after the investigating consciousness, like that. So receiving consciousness is arise based on heart base. So which heart base? Heart base arising in which time? So general idea is heart base arising in together with the eye consciousness. 1 mind moment earlier. Receiving consciousness dependent on heart base arising together with the eye consciousness. Like that. In the same way, investigating consciousness. Investigating consciousness arise dependent on heart base, arising together with receiving consciousness. Like that. So about the heart base, 1 mind moment earlier. So if so, cannot be Sahajata. It is a Purejata, a little bit earlier. So because of this, now only Patisandi time can be arise together, Rupa Dunama. So because of Sahajata group, surely we have a Sahajata Nesaya Ati Avigata always. Sahajata Nesaya Ati Avigata. So because of here, Vippayutta surely, Rupa Dunama. So Inya Minya. And yeah, Inya Minya also can. Because of Patisandi time. Haryavatu as a base can support Nama. Nama also can support Haryavatu. So that is Aukandekane, Nama Rupa, Inya Minya. Inya Minya Bisina Bisio. Aukandekane, Nama Rupa, Inya Minya Bisina Bisio. In the Patisandi time, Nama Rupa, Inya Minya means vice versa. So Vippayutta Inya Minya, only Inya Minya a little bit different. So Sahajata, because of Vippayutta place Vippayutta Shua, Rajata, Nesya, Ati, Avigata, always. Inya, Minya also together. So, next one. If Purejata, Vippayutta. Purejata, Vippayutta. Purejata is a Rupa arising earlier. 7 Vijnana Dhatu. Except, cause is 6 bases. Or Ain base, Ear base, nose base, tongue base, body base, and heart base. 7 Vijnana Dhatu except 4 Arupa Vibhaka. That is Ain, Sakku Vijnana Dhatu, Sota Vijnana Dhatu, Kana Vijnana Dhatu, Jaya Vijnana Dhatu, Kaha Vijnana Dhatu, Mano Dhatu, Mano Vijnana Dhatu. Except 4 Arupa Vibhaka means 4 Arupa Vibhaka rising in the 4 Arupa realm. As a Bhavinga, as a Paṭṭhāna, as a Juti. So they don't depend on anything. So, if so, Paccaya's are where Vippayutta, Aramana, Adipati, Nesaya, Upanesaya, Purejata, Indariya, Ati, Avigata. The same time and accordingly. Some are the same time, some are accordingly. Like that. So, Vippayutta, sure. So, Vippayutta is surely. Aramana means base also that. Because of Purejata, base also that. Also take as a object. So, Chaita dependent on that. Also, take this object. So, for the unconsciousness only can see visible object, cannot see itself, I'm base. So, Chakku Vijnana Dhatu cannot focus, I'm base. Sota Vijnana Dhatu just can hear the sound, they cannot see own self. So in the same way, nose consciousness may know smell, may take smell as an object. So tongue consciousness may take taste as an object. Tongue consciousness cannot see back the tongue. See back the tongue is the other mind like a jhana. So in the same way, body consciousness. So surely I'm base, ear base, nose base, tongue base, body base. Those cannot be aramana Paccayo. So only heart base can be object. So that is also in the, for example, our normal mind. Because heart base is, for example, receiving consciousness dependent on heart base arising together with the unconsciousness. Very near. They cannot see back. Only can dependent. Cannot be object. When can be object? So, near at the moment. If we see detail, we have a detail. Actually, just now to understand. Near at the moment is before dying, no new materialities, new heart base. Before 69 moments before death, stop. No new rupas. Because even born new rupas, although you die, heart base are working. Will not be like this. Kamanja rupas are not like that. Because of this, 79 moments before death, no more new Hadaya Rupa. So because of this, after 79 moments, those mentalities are rising dependent on Hadaya Otu, rising together with the 17 mind moment before Paṭṭhāna time. Before death time. So before death time. For example, here writing in Chuti. So before Chuti may have 5 jhana. 5 jhana. After that may have let's say mind Bhavanga, in this way, let's say 70 mind moment, counting him back from the Chuti. So, in the 70 mind moment here, Haryavotu, the last arising. After that, no more new Haryavotu. So, normally, now, this time, our minds are dependent on Haryavotu arising front of my moment. But because of near the moment, for example, let us say Paccayo. Paccayo is arising heart base. Which heart base? Arising together with the 17th mind moment. 17th mind moment. So base is arising very early. So because of this, this Paccayo can take that heart base as an object. Yeah, aramana can be aramana. So dependent on heart base, taking heart base as an object. It is possible. Some people greed mind, for example, near at the moment, greed jhana, they may tell, oh, my heart is beating or something. So my hearts are working, maybe may attach. It is also possible. Vipassana practicing by seeing heart base and may practice arising and perishing. So if so, that is can be aramana Paccayo. So something like that. This note detail is we can see in the Purejata Paccayo. In the Yanrupa Nesaya, Yanrupa, not Yanrupa, PAM, anadot, anadot. So Purejata is two types. One Vatu Purejata, base Purejata. The other is Aramana Purejata. One Purejata go into the Aramana group. The others are staying in separately. If a Purejata go into the Aramana group, that is become Aramana Purejata. So like a heart base in the near death moment. So the other Purejata like just a base, no object. It is called the Vatu Purejata, base Purejata. So two group, Purejata can be two group. So Adhipati Paccayo is in the Aramana group. Nisaya Paccayo, it is I think both. Later we may see. Upanisya Paccayo, that is in the Aramana group. Purejata. Sometimes Adhipati Upanisya can be together. We see heart base very lovely. If so, Adhipati Upanisya will include. So Indriya also possible. Indriya is especially Chakundriya, Sotindriya, Ganindriya, Jengwindriya, Kaya Indriya. Heart base cannot be Indriya. Ati Paccayo. Ati is always, because Ati is if not yet die, those base are not yet die, there is Ati. So Ati Avikata always. So Vippayutta surely, Purejata sure, Ati Avikata sure. Nisaya also sure. The others are accordingly. So we have a detail. We may see number one, Vippayutta, Nisaya, Purejata, Ati Avikata. It is very sure always. At least 5 Paccayo. So Vippayutta, Nisaya, Purejata, Ati Avikata. That is a Vatu Purejata group. And you see 6 base and 7 Vijnana except for Arupa. That is a Vatu Purejata group. No object, just a base. So number two is Vippayutta Aramana Nisaya Purejata Ati Avita. That is, go to the Aramana group. Must be base, must be object. We will see what are they. Vataramana, i.e. It means Hadaya Watu, arising together with the 17th Chaita moment before Chuti Chaita. So, effect, Manodara Vajana, mind or abiding consciousness. Maranasana Jawana, 5 times. Tadaramna, 2 times. 2 times. And those can take Hadaya Watu as an object, also arising based on that. So, support as a hard base, also support as an object. Base and object together, because a bit far. So, it is Aramana Purejada, we see. So, because of Rupa to Nama, those are not mixing so much. It is a Vippayutta. Because of as an object, Aramana Paccayo. Because of dependent, Nesaya Paccayo. Because of arising before effect, Purejada. Ati. That water Purejada will last 70 moment. If so, no yet die. No yet die as a presence. So Avikata as a no absence. No absence. So number 1 is Vatu Purejada. Number 2 is Aramana Purejada or Aramana group. Number 3 is Vippayutta Aramana Adipati Upanisaya. Different sets is Aramana Adipati Upanisaya. We will see cause Vataramana Purejada. Vataramana is Vatu is a base, Aramana is an object. So i.e. Hadaya Vatu, which is respectable. Respectable means Adipati, very respectfully. Arising together with the 17th Chaita moment before Chuti Chaita. So, effect what? Loba Mula, rooted in Loba. Maranasana Jawana 5 times, which respects the Vichaya Dhamma. So, Jawana is a Loba Mula Jawana, greed Jawana. Also, seeing own heart. Greed Jawana arising on the heart, also seeing as an object. Maybe that person seeing heart, attaching very much. Respectable means very attaching, very respectable. If so, it is Aramana, Adipati also, because Adipati is only Loba Mula Chaita can take as a Adipati. The other Kusala mind may take not as a Adipati, not respectable heart, like a Kusala mind, Vipassana mind, or let's say Vipassana mind, may see heart base, he may think of nature dukkha anatta, not so attached, not so respect. Oh, this is not my heart, this is a nature dukkha anatta, like that, just the materiality. So, if so, cannot be Adipati. Adipati means very attaching. Normally, normal people may attach their heart, also giving many problems. So, like that, because of this, Adipati Upanisaya. So, that is the Aramana Purejada. Aramana Purejada. Also, Adipati Upanisaya included. Adipati and Upanisaya always together in the Aramana. So, very respect is very dependent. Number 4, Pureja Daindariya. 5 ways. Means 5 ways. 5 ways are eye base, ear base, nose base, tongue base, body base. Those are Purejada because of arising before 5 vijnana, unconscious, Chakku vijnana, Sota vijnana, Kana vijnana, Jima vijnana, Kaha vijnana. Also, there are Indriyas. If we recite 22 Indriya, Chakundariya, eye base, Sota Indriya, Kana Indriya, Jima Indriya, Kaya Indriya. Because of this, it is a Purejada Indriya, Purejada group. Indriya only include Purejata group originally 5. 4 is always Nesaya Purejata Ati-Aukata, always. The others are changing. So Indriya include. Next one. Next one is another sentence. Now we finish the first sentence. Rupino Dhamma Arupinam Dhammanam. Rupa support Nama. So one is a Sajata in the Paṭṭhāna time. One is in the other time, Bodhi time. So it is a Purejata. Purejata. Now we are Bodhi time. Purejata. 6 pairs are supporting as a Purejata. So as a Purejata. Cannot be as a object because we are not in near death moment. We may see heart base, but it is arising a bit very earlier time. Very earlier time. Only heart base near death moment can be as a object. Object based together. Based together. So now our object is, we can see our heart just as an object, not base. Or we have a heart base as a base, not object. Cannot be two together. In the near death moment, because of 70 moments ago, can be two. Although we say Rupino Dhamma, Arupinam Dhammana, Rupa support Nama. Rupa support Nama is only base Rupa only. The other Rupa cannot support our mind. I'm base, ear base, nose base, tongue base, body base, heart base. Only this 6th base can support our mind. The other cannot support our mind. As a Vippayutta. As an object, okay, we see something, we will have a mind. That is it can. As a Vippayutta cannot. Vippayutta here means a bit different from other Vippayuttas. We have learned Vippayutta, for example, in the Abhidhamma book, like Daiṭṭhikata Vippayutta, Jnana Vippayutta, we have learned. Vippayutta is a dissociation from Daiṭṭhi, wrong view, dissociation from knowledge. That Vippayutta is abhava, not having. Vippayutta means totally not have knowledge. This Vippayutta is not like that. Vippayutta is have, only not associate. Vippayutta in the Abhidhamma book, just abhava, nothing, not have. Vippayutta means not have. So this Vippayutta is a bit different. There is still other Vippayutta in the Dhātukata. In the Dhātukata is in the Dhātukata is Vippayutta is they have a usage. In the Dhātukata, like Nama to Rupa, Nama to Nama also, for example, mind or group, mind or departing group, Chaita and Chaitasika, not associated with the Javana group because of different timing, not arising in together. Association means arising in together, perishing in together, the same object. Yeah, this door is the same object, but not arising in together. Mind door is arising earlier, mind door departing, Javana is arising late. So mind door group, Javana group will not associate because of different timing. So that is in the Dhātukata. So in the Dhātukata, just according to that rule, arising in together, perishing in together, and the same object, the same base. It is association, if not association. So Rupa to Nama also, because of not arising in together, not perishing in together. Nama is a short life, Rupa is a long life, so cannot be perishing. Nama to Rupa Vippayutta. Even in Nama to Nama, if timing is different, that is also Vippayutta. Vippayutta. Or Nama to Nibbana also Vippayutta. So, like that, they are another type. So, in the Paṭṭhāna, Vippayutta means Paṭṭhāna Vippayutta is must be together, but not associate, not mixing, not mixing like a Chitumadu. So, must be arising together. One is a base, one is Chaita is arising in there. So, very a bit close, but not mixing only. Close and not mixing. So that can be Vippayutta only. So object, for example, object and mind, it is a bit far because this flower, you see this flower support my mind. So this flower and my mind, not have a perception, near or not, associating or not, because of a bit far. So that's cannot be Vippayutta. So Paṭṭhāna Vippayutta is very close, but not mixing. So different from Abhidhamma book, different from Dhatu Katha. Abhidhamma book means we learn Abhidhammata Singha. So we may have a note in the ending that we will find. So now we will go Arupino Dhamma, Rupina Dhammana, mental phenomena. Rupina Dhammana, for the material phenomena. That means Rupa to Nama. So, what kind of Nama? 85 Chaita, except 4 Arupa Vipaka. Because 4 Arupa Vipaka is, they don't have materiality. So, 4 caused Rupa. 4 caused Rupa means Rupa caused by Kama, Chaita, Udu, and nutriment. That is all Rupa. Means all Rupa. So, can be Sahajata Vippayutta, arising together. Can be Purajata Vippayutta, arising before. Chaita is before. Vichajata also. Chaita is late. Chaita is late, Rupa is earlier. But late, but can support. Like children support parents. Children was born late, but can support parents to exist a longer life. So Vichajata is like that. Vichajata is Nama support Rupa, because Rupa long life. Nama can support. So Nama to Rupa is can be Sahajata Vippayutta, can be Purajata, Vichajata Vippayutta. Can be Vichajata Vippayutta. So Nama to Rupa. If it is a Sahajata Vippayutta, 75 Chaita in the Pancavokara realms, except for Arupa Vipaka, then Pancavajnana and Arahantas Chuti. So, means 4 Arupa Vipaka not produce mind-born materiality because of Arupa realm. Then Pancavajnana, like eye consciousness, ear, nose, tongue, and body consciousness, those are very weak, non-rooted mind. Because of impingement by object, have to arise. So those are naturally weak, no mind power. So not producing mind-born materiality. Next one, Arahanta Chuti. Arahanta Chuti is the last mind of being. So will not produce mind-born materiality. Mind-born materiality. So because of this, have to exclude. So 42 Cetasika, which are Pavoti and Patisandi Namakanda. Even first mind moment and later mind moment all include. So Rupa is what? Cetaja Rupa. Patisandi Kamaja Rupa. Cetaja Rupa is mind-born Rupa. So those mind produce this mind. Because of this, they are supporting. Patisandi Kamaja Rupa. Paṭṭhānika Majaya Rupa is actually karma-born materiality. Why related to mind? Yes, it is a karma-born materiality because of very beginning point. That materiality cannot stay itself, cannot arise itself. So, because of very beginning point, always need to rise together with the mind. So, because of this, they also caused by Chaita. So, if so, so how many can be? Vippayutta, Paccayo, Vippayutta, Paccayo. They are quite mixing, arising together, usually arising together. Because of arising together, they are mixing. But mixing is dependent on each other, but not so like Sampayutta. Sahajada. Sahajada is in the Paṭṭhāna time with the Kamaja Rupa arising together. In the Bodhi time, Chaita producing materiality arising together, but perishing not together. Materialite. Mind moment will perish quickly. Enya manya. Enya manya is not all rupa, especially base, heart base only can be anya manya. Heart base. Karma-born materiality, heart base can be enya manya. Heart means about as a base, like that. Or also, I'm base, ear base. I'm base, ear base. Those are not Sajata group. Nesaya always will include Nesaya. Nesaya is especially need to see if Sajata always. If Sajata always. I think Purijata also always. Here Sajata group. Nesaya always. Vibhaka. Vibhaka is in the Vibhaka mind moment. So not always. Ati always, Avigata always. That is a Sajata group. If it is a Sajata group, Sajata Nesya Ati Avigata always. Vibhaka in the Vibhaka mind moment. Inyaminya only heart base. Vippayutta is because of here. Nama to Rupa. Vippayutta. So if it is Piccajata Vippayutta. Piccajata Vippayutta. So Piccajata Vippayutta is a Piccaya Sati. Always four together. Vippayutta, Piccajata, Ati Avigata. Not changeable. This is a Piccajata group. So 85 succeeding Chaita. Except 4 Arupa Vibhaka, such as Paṭṭhāna Bhavanka in the Pancavakara realm. 52 Chetasika. They start from the Paṭṭhāna Bhavanka. Before Paṭṭhāna Bhavanka, what we have? Receiving rebirth the linking consciousness. Rebirth the linking consciousness, after that Paṭṭhāna Bhavanka. So our mind is cause start Paṭṭhāna Bhavanka. That Paṭṭhāna Bhavanka supports Ekaja, Dvija, Dija, Chatuja, Gaya. That means Ekaja is 1 born, Dvija is 2 born, Dija is 3 born, Chatuja is 4 born. So 1, 2, 3, 4 means that is Kama, Chaita, Uddu, Ahara. So reaching the standing moment of Rupa means standing moment of Chaita, not of Chaita, of Rupa. Because Rupa lasts 70 mind moment. So in the first stage, arising in time, last time is perishing in time. In between, there are 94 mind moment, small moment. 49 small moment. It is a standing in time, standing moment of Rupa. Arising together with the preceding Chaita, such as Paṭṭhāna. That means that you should see in the beginning point. Number 1 is a Paṭṭhāna time. So, Paṭṭhāna time, there is some materiality arising together with this Paṭṭhāna time. So, this Rupa will last 70 mind moments. So this Paṭṭhāna Bhavanga support that Rupa. Second Bhavanga also support that Rupa. So that Paṭṭhāna Bhavanga support materiality. Materiality is arising together with Paṭṭhāna before this. Because of this, this one is Vichājāda, rising late. But they support Rupa, rising before them. So before them. So because of this, they are Vichājāda group. So in the our process also the same. For example, heart base may arise together with the 70 mind moment. So the later Bhavanga support heart base. Manodwara Vajana also support heart base. Paccayo also support heart base. They are rising late, but can support heart base rising together with the 70 mind moment. So Rupa is arising earlier time, Nama is late, but they can support. So Vichājāda is Rupa is fast rising, Nama is late rising, Nama to Rupa. If Rupa to Nama, that is a Purejāda. Rupa to Nama Purejāda, Nama to Rupa is Vichājāda. So Vichājāda Vippayutta. So Vichājāda is quite easy. Always this four together. Vichājāda, Vippayutta, Ati, Avigata. Why say Ati? That Rupa not yet die, still alive. So Vippayutta, we have to find the three kinds of Vippayutta. Some go into the Sahajāda group, rising together. Some go into the Purejāda group, rising before. Some go into the Vichājāda group. So Vippayutta, three group. So Rupa to Nama, first sentence, it is can be Sahajāda, can be Purejāda. Nama to Rupa, because the Nama is a short life, Rupa is a long life. Can be Sahajāda, can be Vichājāda. So we have notes. Although Aramana Dhamma, such as Rupayadana, etc., are Vippayutta Dhammas, but they are not Vippayutta Paccaya. Vippayutta Paccaya. The reason is there is no doubt about Sampayutta concerning them, or Sampayutta concerning them. Here not showing. Sampayutta concerning means, for example, I see flowers, that object supports my I consciousness as a object. But I consciousness is here, Rupa is here. So that means surely not so close, no have doubt, Sampayutta or not. Rupa is here, I consciousness is here. This is very far. May not be association. If no have Sampayutta doubt, Sampayutta association doubt, also no need to say Vippayutta, because it's very clear. So some I'm base there, I'm consciousness are very close. It is a Sampayutta or no? Chatumadu or no? Oh, it is not Chatumadu, it is a 6 taste together but not mixing, like that. So Paṭṭhāna Vippayutta is not so different. 6 days putting into the one curry, one dish, but it can differentiate, something like that. So because of this, not have a Sampayutta concerning, Sampayutta thinking, associating thinking, very far. If so, no need to say it is a Vippayutta, because of not mixing even a little bit. So detailed explanation. The arising of mental aggregates seems to be coming out from the inside of Chakku Vatu. Here there is a doubt on whether the mental aggregates and the bases are associated or dissociated. Unconsciousness arising here on the I base, very close. This is associated or not? Because of very near. Need to say associated or not. And so no associate. I base unconsciousness, although very closely arising, still can differentiate. Not so mixing, not chatumadu. It is a sixth taste, something like that. So the object Dhamma are just mere objects of mental Dhammas, which are arising independent on base. Because of this, there is no doubt whether those objects are associated or dissociated with the mental Dhammas. Thus, they are not Vippayutta Paccaya, because there is no doubt whether they are Sampayutta or otherwise. That's it. So, objects are, we may see our hand, unconsciousness arise. Hand is here, unconsciousness is here. No need to say Sampayutta, Vippayutta, it is very clear, very far. Like that. If it's very far, no need to say even Vippayutta. So, someone, two persons coming together, is your friend? May say. If someone never meet or very far, we may not ask, is your friend? So, like that. Also, you no need to say, that is not my friend. Near one, no associate. If so, you may need to say, this is not my friend. So, very far, someone who you never met, no need to say, it is not my friend. Something obvious. So the state of Vippayutta Paccaya should be known in the Hadaya Vattu, etc. only. Means the base. Base are very close to consciousness, but not associate. Also, actually, you should have a note Vippayutta in the Abhidhamma Singata book. That is just not having. So, Vippayutta in the Dhatu Katha, one of the Abhidhamma book, it is a different. Those are going according to rising together, perishing together, like that. Perishing together, the same object. It is a Sampayutta. If not Sampayutta, the others are Vippayutta. No need to be close, like that. Paṭṭhāna is must be close or must be not associate. So, Vippayutta Paccaya is finished. Time also is up anyway. I will say the Shwechen Siaro's explanation. So here, giving in simile, the root of a tree, the root of a poison tree, is the cause of the poison fruit. So, the root of a poison tree is the cause of a poison fruit. So, the root is a cause, poison fruit is the effect. So, in the same way, Panchokara Namakanda, Namakanda is a mental aggregate in the Panchokara realm. It is the cause of Rupakanda, which is the may say something to burn, like a firewood, like oil. How to say in English, I don't know. So Rupakanda, which is which is a firewood of 11 pure, which is a pure of the 11 fires. 11 fires. So 11 fires is like Lobha, Dosa, Moha, Soka, Priteva, Dukkha, Domanassa, Upayasa. Another one, Jati, Jara, Marana. Yeah, Jati, Jara, Marana. Soka, Prithiva, Dukkha, Domanassa, Upayasa, and Lobha, Dosa, Moha. Those are 11 fire. 11 fire. So the Namakanda in the Panchokara realm can cause a Rupa Kanda, which is the pure of 11 fire. Because of this, who afraid Rupa Kanda, pure of fire, need to afraid Panchokara Namakanda, which is the happiness of human and deva. So we have a mental aggregates. Those mental aggregates will produce materiality. Materiality is pure of 11 fire. Because we have a real rupa, we may attach. So greater fire come out. So because we have a rupa, may afraid of disease, dosa come out. Soka come out. So these rupas are pure of fire, produced by mental aggregate. So because of this, we need to afraid mental aggregate, which is a human happiness and deva happiness. So human happiness and deva happiness seem to be happiness, but it can produce a materiality pure of fire. So because of this, if someone afraid pure of fire, need to afraid mental aggregate in the human and deva realm. Just as a man holding the head of a poisonous snake, which has 3 layers in the neck. That means a very poisonous snake. So 3 layers. You may catch the snake. After that, snake in the neck. So after that, you see all 3 layers. Oh, this one very poison. You may think before no much poison, but you catch in the head. After that, you saw 3 layers. Oh, this is a very poison. So at that time, need to relinquish quickly. Need to release quickly. It is a very poison. So in the same way, we should need to relinquish this 5 human and deva mental factors. So how to relinquish? Need to go to Nibbana, something like this. So that is Shwechen Searo's explanation. So the Buddha's encouragement is these mental factors can cause a rupa. Rupas are pure of fire. So because of this, even mental aggregate, we need to relinquish like a poisonous snake. So that's all for the day. We should stop. Now Vippayutta is finished. So there are many things to learn in Paṭṭhāna. So nearly finished. Very less we have about the Vichya. But after that, we may try to teach one mind moment to one mind moment. That is a meditating way. If we meditate, we have a process. For example, mind or body consciousness. Which kind of group can come in? For example, rising together, that is a Sahajata group. Front Bhavanga, support mind or mind moment. That is Anandara. So like that. Heart base rising, that is like a Purejada, something. So in each mind moment, how many group we can get, how many vichya we can grab. That is based on meditation. So Sayadaw teach in this way. In one mind moment, how many conditions supporting in this mind. So the same understanding in this teaching, but this teaching is going to according to one cause and effect, like a Hetu Paccaya cause and effect, Aramana Paccaya cause and effect. So after knowing this, we can go that it is easier. We may repeat, understanding more. Maybe later we understand very quickly how many Paccaya or what kind of group are coming. That is a meditating way. So may understand more. Okay, we should stop. Is there any questions?
Hey, can I check for this Paṭṭhāna? Can we link to our three poisoner? That means our hate-related delusion. I mean, is there a link to this? How to use it to reduce our defilement?
Those are many conditions. For example, defilement is normally greed consciousness. By touching flowers we like, or by seeing I'm bad, or I may attach to that. For example, if so, the I'm bad is a support mind, greed mind as a object, aramana Paccayo. So that is one condition, aramana Paccayo. So aramana Paccayo, if you can throw away, no more aramana. That is one thing. But see benefit, it is okay or not. That is one way. Another way is I see this I'm bad because of light. If there is no light, why not see I'm bad? So close the light. So if so, why not see? That is upanisya Paccayo. Upanisya is because of light, I have a chance to see. If no light, I will not see. So close the light, something like this. Now another one is eye sensitivity. Eye sensitivity is supported to see. So if so, maybe close the eye. So if I close the eye, I will not see I'm bad. So cannot support. Eye sensitivity cannot support as a base. So the others are just another one is need to do reflection. This one after non-new, very good here, also very new. But soon will be like old model, old, nobody want to get, very troublesome. New one is better. So should understand the earlier time, that's the one will be old. Or someone may steal because of photon may broken. So that's the impermanence. Although I say I own this, I'm not so sure. Connected with other things. Can just try many things. Some of people buy new one after drop or broke. They're very sad. That is the condition, possibility. There are many possibilities. That is reflect. So if I reflect as a nature, another way is if by touching this, if I die, maybe I'm beta. So I'm a beta. I don't know. There is a rope beta. Rope. One noble bhikkhu, his sister offer new ropes for him. So new rope has done, everything has done. Tomorrow I will wear this rope. But that bandit passed away at that night. So because of that attachment, he reborn as a one kind of bug, maybe one kind of bug in the rope. So other bhikkhus are trying to share that rope. Because if it's one bhikkhu passed away, most of properties are owned by Sangha. Sangha need to share new clothes. At that time, the Buddha not yet share. Because he is as a bug. So very attaching. So want to stay in that rope So wait about 7 days or something. Afterwards, we bhikkhu share. Like that. So we have here those things. Because of this, that is because we learn. I have learned that story. So it is upanisya Paccayo. We have knowledge supporting in my mind. Oh, I got a new one, I got greedy. If I die, I will be like this. So I should do as a impermanence, suffering, self-reflect. If you reflect earlier time, at least less attachment. So can reduce. That is a reflection, knowledge, rising Gananga. Later, that person mind is mature or habit. Once they see something, nature, impermanence. Like your Bodhisattva, once his son was born, someone report, it is a Rahula who will catch me. So approaching way is very different. Instead of attachment, he afraid. Why? He has knowledge. If attached to him, and cannot go renunciation, I will not get. Because many times he has reflect. That knowledge supports his mind. Also, he stay in the palace, many sensualities, but his knowledge, previously he has done, support that mind. So that is we say upanisya Paccayo, supporting the later mind. So not react like normal people. So you may do that upanisya. So there are many conditions. Yeah. So you try not to have this Amba of Dhamma. That is one way. Some bhikkhus or some people are not trying to hold a poem because they understand. Later battery down or something broken, they set. So that is a defilement. If they are not so necessary, they will remove away, keep away. Because of this, some bhikkhus are not trying to have many properties. Because release object, those are well supported as an object. In the same way, one Bande devotee trying to build his monastery, his kuti, dwelling kuti. He not allowed to degrade many things. Just for the health, good to stay, enough. So even he want to do roof, that's the roof. Just that's the roof, it is a cooling. But devotees are, Bande, we are maybe staying in a high class. Then other people will blame us. Please allow to do something good. Because of this, Bande allow. Means that he don't want to do very much decoration. You see some people, or even bhikkhus, in their room, many things, beautiful things. It is very possible to have a greedy mind. But we cannot say, surely we have. We need to do a lot of reflection. Arhanta is okay. For the ordinary people, if there is many things, so those can reduce. That is aramana Paccayo. We are using aramana Paccayo. Reflection is mostly upanisya Paccayo. Something like that. So those can reduce our, because of understanding what are the cause of this mind. So can use in daily life. But as a donor, some for donation, even as sometimes we may do something good. For own good, according to our desire, can do. For the donation, usually may do nicer. So monasteries are, even a roof, many layers. They want to do not so necessary decoration. They do respectfully. If so, result will have the same thing, good things. So sometimes we do, if for the receiver we do easily. Later, as a result, like us, we will get something normal only. may disappoint it. Not sure. So because of this, not for enjoyment anyway, for that donation we may do something good then. Or other people do, we should not disturb. The minds are changing. So for own self, usually should do for benefit will come. Are you practitioner? Are you lay people? Some may need lay people are many things, not like a practitioner. For example, you may have a guest, may effective for the economy, So if you make a beauty more expensive, you are things. So something like this. Those are another benefits. For the Dhamma is for the practitioner, objects are just normal. If very bad, also may not happy. Especially which type of person you are. Some are anger type. If anger type, better one is okay. Because I already want to, the mind is not clear, If the greedy type is, if some all are very much good, they were greedy. So greedy type is suitable just something normal. So cannot be greedy. So we may know own self. So those are changing object. Bodhisattva usually, if he has difficult problems, how they do is he takes shower, eat good food, stay in a good bed, sleep, lying down in a good bed. He trying to think, not like a normal people, because he has a difficult question. Normally the mind not clear, heavy. So eating good food a little bit can reduce stress. So staying in a good bed, so can be the mind little bit clear. And so think a problem to solve. Those are organizing or managing the object. So Paṭṭhāna is actually very detailed, useful for the mind. Everything we know, what is the conditions, which mind is arising. Paṭṭhāna is actually the highest Vidhamma, the last book. Now you are learning. Okay, I think enough for your question. Sharing merit. Idam me punyam asavakayam vahang hotu. Idam me punyam nibbanasa Paccayo hotu mama punya bhagam sabba saddhanam bhajemi desave me samam punya bhagam labantu sadhu sadhu sadhu.